Jinwoo, who engages in a dangerous mission where he fights alongside his comrades. We witness Jinwoo's immense strength as he confronts the boss of the enemy camp and emerges victorious, prompting his comrades to rejoin the battle. However, the system identifies them as enemies, leading to a brutal fight where Jinwoo eliminates all opposition. Despite the intense combat, Jinwoo and Yo manage to return safely. Later, a person provides Jinwoo with a report on their mission, revealing that they successfully defeated the boss. However, they express concern about a survivor named Jinwoo, who miraculously escaped despite facing double dangers. The mention of a hunter named Park Dan-suk, who is related to Jinwoo, adds to the tension. The video concludes with Jinwoo returning home and bringing food supplies for his sister, who is overjoyed by the gesture. She remarks on the significant amount of money spent on the mission and expresses relief that Jinwoo returned relatively uninjured this time. Overall, the animator highlights Jinwoo's resilience, bravery, and the sacrifices made in their perilous missions. The episode delves into Jinwoo's reflections on a recent mission. He contemplates the ease with which he defeated formidable opponents and ponders over his own bravery in the face of danger. Jinwoo acknowledges that his adversaries weren't monsters but humans, leading him to reconsider his priorities. When questioned by Jin-ah about his thoughts, Jinwoo expresses a desire to focus on becoming stronger for his family's sake and avoiding death at all costs. As Jinwoo indulges in drinking beer, he notices a peculiar lack of intoxication due to a mysterious system. Soon, he receives a notification about his first quest, where he gains two abilities, one to heal injuries and another to enhance his immunity and regeneration. Jinwoo decides to test these abilities, eager to explore their potential for a healthier life. Throughout the video, Jinwoo's inner conflict and determination to protect his loved ones are evident, setting the stage for his exploration of newfound powers and the mysteries surrounding the system. Jinwoo reflects on how meeting Yo again enabled him to reconcile with his lost limbs and regain his resolve. Soon after, Jin-ah informs him of Yo's call, prompting Jinwoo to meet him at a cafe. There, Jinwoo expresses gratitude for Yo saving his life and acknowledges the trust Yo placed in him by keeping his abilities secret, despite others attempting to harm Jinwoo. Jinwoo is surprised to learn that Yo wants to form an organization and seeks Jinwoo's leadership. Initially hesitant, Jinwoo eventually agrees to listen to Yo's proposal. Yo explains his vision of creating an organization where Jinwoo would lead hunters, requiring at least 20 missions to qualify for a license. Despite his doubts about his combat abilities, Jinwoo is encouraged by Yo's faith in him, especially considering Yo's family background in construction. This leads Jinwoo to question his own motivations, ultimately realizing that his actions are driven by his desire to build something for his own company. The reason I'm considering it is because my father also wants this. Dungeons are indeed dangerous, but they contain valuable treasures like magic gems and mana crystals, and if we defeat a high-rank beast, we can even obtain equipment from its body. This means we can use dangers for profit. So, according to your plan, you'll assemble your own team of hunters who will conquer dungeons for you, resulting in profit for you. You're right. And my father even wants to recruit an S-rank hunter, who will become the leader of this organization, while my brother will be the vice-commander. This way, they can run this organization like a company. Currently, there are only 7 S-rank hunters here. Even Bangju Haeon hasn't joined any organization until now and has already retired. So, it means you're thinking of buying S-rank hunters from other organizations. But let me tell you, you shouldn't do that because if you do, you might face significant trouble. My brother doesn't have any power, so he can't become a leader. That's why I want to become a leader through experience gain. And if you also want to hide your powers and participate in missions, you'll need companions. Moreover, for my father, it would be better to complete missions with an A-rank hunter rather than going with a higher rank one, so they can see that I'm also capable. What do you think at this time? Should we go with an A rank or higher? If I team up with the wrong person, it could be dangerous for me. So, it's best to team up with you. Then, he shows Jinwoo the plan and promises him 30 billion. Jinwoo thinks, he's offering me 30 billion for a C-rank mission even before doing them, and if I'm the only one in this world who can level up, this story might sound a bit fishy. If I keep leveling up like this, maybe one day I'll reach S rank or even higher. And if that happens, 30 billion would be too little. Plus, I don't know much about leveling up. That's why teaming up with anyone could be very dangerous. Then, when Jinwoo starts to decline the offer, Yo yells, "Wait! If you help me, I'll keep your secret for life." But as Jinwoo looks at him, Yo goes silent and Jinwoo leaves. Later, Dansei asks Dong-soo about his brother's mission and demands information about the survivors. Then, we see his secretary taking those documents somewhere. Meanwhile, my brother has been killed. He takes those documents from his secretary and says, "Laura, what will happen if I kill someone in another country? If the hunters handle the crimes in that country, you'll be punished according to their laws. But if not, you'll be punished according to our country's laws. If the government of one country talks to the government of another country, something might happen. Change my schedule. If we do that, the functioning of the entire organization will change. Besides, you're very busy at this time, so let's schedule all those things for later. I hope that Hunter Yo and Hunter Jinwoo will arrive there alive, and then we'll see." The next day, Jinwoo and his sister go jogging. Jinwoo says, "If you have 30 billion, what will you do with it?" "First, I'll pay off Mom's medical bills, and then I'll pay for my school fees. But I don't know what to do after that because it's a lot of money." "You said it right." And leaving her there, he runs off. After finishing his run, Jinwoo notices that despite completing 10 kilometers, he's running an extra kilometer according to the record. Then he sees that other things are also being recorded, so he starts working even harder. We see him performing all tasks twice as well, which converts his daily task into a secret task, and he also gets a third option as a reward, where he has to choose between a blessed random loot box and a cursed random loot box. He chooses the blessed random loot box, which gives him a key to a new dungeon. Then he receives a notification that reads, "Entry to the Demon Castle. The dungeon is an S-rank dungeon where you can obtain the elixir of life, a potion that can cure any disease." Jinwoo is delighted when he learns about it, and after meeting his mom at night, contemplates, "If the elixir of life can really cure any disease, then I must obtain it." Jinwoo then heads to the dungeon, thinking, "I'm going to open an S-rank dungeon, which means there will be magic beasts inside just like on Jeju Island." And even S-rank hunters found it challenging. Entering the dungeon, Jinwoo feels a lot of fear, thinking about teleporting away with the teleportation stone if anything goes wrong. Inside, he encounters a monster guarding the gate of the dungeon. Jinwoo thinks, "If I admit defeat here, everything will be over. So, I need to become even stronger." Then, he activates his skills and rushes towards the monster. Despite repeatedly attacking the monster, Jinwoo notices that it remains unfazed. He then activates his new skill, Murderous Intent, but the monster manages to cut it off, preventing Jinwoo from using the skill. As Jinwoo attempts to apply his sword skill to the monster, we see the monster deactivating its skills as well. The monster attacks Jinwoo fiercely, inflicting severe wounds and throwing him aside. As the monster keeps assaulting him, Jinwoo's health continuously decreases. However, he receives a notification revealing that the monster has used the recovery spell, ensuring that all its abilities remain at 100% for 3 minutes. Subsequently, the monster launches another attack, hurling Jinwoo away and reducing his health by half. But Jinwoo activates his full recovery skill and counterattacks the monster. Despite Jinwoo's efforts, the monster seems unaffected, continuously throwing him and starting a relentless assault. Jinwoo's health dwindles further, but when his power drops to 30%, his vital power skill activates, enabling him to evade the monster successfully. Realizing the critical movements repeatedly warned by the system, Jinwoo understands that surviving this monster for 3 minutes is impossible. He contemplates using the teleportation stone, but is interrupted as the monster attacks again, causing the stone to fall away. Jinwoo narrowly escapes the monster's onslaught and checks his inventory, finding only 1 healing potion available. He purchases 3 bottles for 900 gold coins and notices a notification about a bottle. He only has 100 health points left when suddenly a second dungeon poison bottle appears before him. Drinking it would reduce the physical damage he takes, but it could harm his muscles. Remembering that he can quickly regenerate due to the double dungeon, he decides to consume the poison bottle. Then, the monster attacks again, but Jinwoo dodges and says, "This isn't over yet." As the 3 minutes of the monster's advantage expire, Jinwoo starts showing off his moves. He launches a full-force attack, and we see that the monster has lost one of its heads, but it grabs Jinwoo with its teeth, severely reducing his health. Despite this setback, Jinwoo persists, relentlessly attacking the monster's eyes. After numerous strikes, the monster finally succumbs, leveling up Jinwoo and healing his wounds. After defeating the monster, Jinwoo receives some items and discovers the formula for creating the elixir of life. He needs 3 items for it, which he can find inside the demon castle. Contemplating his current level after the battle, Jinwoo vows to return to the castle, promising to come back stronger. Subscribe and comment for next episode.